Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now I literally just got back from Samsung Malaysia's media briefing where we had the opportunity to check out this latest Samsung S23 series. There was the Ultra, the S23 Plus and the S23, and these are my thoughts. So although on one end I'm feeling a little bit excited, but on the other spectrum I'm feeling a bit confused as well. Let me explain to you why. Now, first things first, in terms of the S23 Ultra, which is the one I'm going to be focusing on today, there are a couple of new colors. In total, there are 4 colors. There is the black, the white. There is also something that looks a little bit like pink or light purple. And the last one is actually my favorite, which is the green. In terms of the design, there is not much changes. In fact, I think it looks exactly the same as the S22 Ultra, and that might be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Other than that, in terms of the size, they are the same as well. The largest goes for 6.8, the mid-range, the S23 Plus goes for 6.6, and the smallest one is 6.1 inches. So just to give you a rough idea on the kind of sizes that you can expect from these devices. Alright, so let's move back to the S23 Ultra and why I'm feeling a bit confused. Well, we got to start off with talking about the improvements. What's really new to this S23 Ultra? Well, I would say that I could really count it with my one hand here. And again, this is just a first impressions. I have not actually reviewed the device or anything like that. But yeah, the 5 new changes that I can think right out of my mind now. The first thing is, of course, the main star of the show. That is the 200 megapixel main camera. This is what Samsung is really talking about a lot, and they are saying that it's significantly higher resolution compared to the 108 of last year. You can also zoom in and you will not have any loss in quality and all that. So we will be able to test that out when that comes, but that's the first main difference. The second upgrade is of course to the SoC, that is the processor. It was using the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 previously, and now it's using the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Again, you can expect awesome performance from this device because it's the latest and greatest. So that is number 2. Now moving on to number 3, what do we have here? We have a tougher display. The display itself has the same resolution, same size, same refresh rate, everything is the same as the previous gen, but it is slightly tougher now with that Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Right, so moving on, the 4th thing, we do have faster storage. Again, these are things that you can't really see. Previously, it was UFS 3.1, now it is UFS 4.0. That means that, just downloading your apps, exporting files to and from the device itself is going to be a little bit faster. Alright, so now the 5th thing, the 5th main difference here is all about that One UI. So Samsung is going to launch the One UI 5.0. It's going to introduce a lot of new customizations. Good Lock, for example, is now going to be made available to Malaysia. I think it was already made available last December, but previously, we here in Malaysia did not have access to Good Lock. But now it will be here, so you can do a lot of customizations and all that. And speaking about customizations, Samsung is also going to be releasing a lot of new casings which you can customize. Think of the story behind the Flip and the Fold, where Samsung already has a lot of customizations going on. And basically, yeah, that wraps up the top 5 new features that you can find on the S23 Ultra. Right, so moving on, what things are actually the same in terms of just specifications and all that? Well, the other camera sensors are all the same. You still have that 12 megapixel ultra wide, the 10 megapixel telephoto lens, and the 10 megapixel periscope lens. You still have the same 5000 mAh battery. There is no change to the charging speeds as well. It's still 45 watts. Of course, you still get that stereo speakers, and of course the display, like I mentioned earlier on, the resolution, the refresh rate, the size, everything's the same. So pretty much, like I said, a refined upgrade to the previous gen S22 Ultra. Alright, so the part where I was a bit confused, like I mentioned just now, is because these days we are seeing new phones being launched with a ton of new features. Everything is changing here and there, but with Samsung, they are calling it a refined upgrade to the S22 Ultra. And again, who is this device really for? Well, I would say that if you are using the S21 or even older devices, you might actually think this is a proper upgrade. But if you are coming from the last gen S22 Ultra, I'm not sure if this is a must upgrade for you. Alright, so how about the S23 and S23 Plus? Well, for those devices, it's very sad to say. I wouldn't say sad as well because I did not really test it fully, but the upgrades are actually even lesser. So what you get here is, of course, the upgraded Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. You also get that tougher display, the Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and you also have slightly larger batteries, which I think a lot of you guys out there will appreciate. Alright, everything else remains the same. The sensors, the camera sensors on the S23 and S23 Plus is exactly the same as the last year's version. The display is also the same, charging speed is the same. So again, excited that these devices are being launched, but a little bit confused as to why there are not many upgrades or improvements, I would say, to the S23 series. Some might say that, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, but let me know your thoughts on the S23 series. I don't have the pricing as of now, but I believe when the launch happens, the pricing will be released for Malaysia, and I'll update them in the description box that you can find below. Now, with that said, that is just my first impressions with the S23 series devices. I look forward to be testing them out in real life so I can find, like what's really new and what's being upgraded. I did wish that it came with that 1-inch sensor that we see on a lot of, Chinese-based flagships today. Again, don't forget to drop a like to this video if you found this video informative. Sub to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Definitely, again, thank you for watching all the way to the end, and looking forward to see you in the next one. Stay safe, everybody. Bye!